So guys, I have to bring you a little update on Spell Token. The markets are bearish. The sentiment is bearish. Fear, fear, fear. But let's just take a look at the Spell Token chart. Let's just take a breather, take a step back, zoom out on the daily, and let's look at it, because Spell Token did break some pretty decent support. Okay, if we zoom in on here on the daily time frame for Spell Token, you can see that on this little move here, that little drop here on the daily, on yesterday's daily candle, we did drop down below this previous support, this white trend line here. That was some pretty decent support. That was like our lowest point so far. We did go a little bit slightly lower, not much, just slightly. But what I want to point out is this. So far, we're bouncing here off of this support. You bounced pretty hard off of it right here. This wicked you way back up here. You are trying to get a little bounce here, but now we have this white trend line here that could reject us. That's also going to line you up with the LSMA moving average, which could also reject you there in blue coming down. So what I'm looking at for the lower levels of support, which is the only reason I'm making this video, is just to inform you guys that yes, we are going a little bit lower here. If Bitcoin continues bearishly, if the markets do continue to trend bearishly, we could see Spell Token go lower. I said it in my live stream this morning, though, that I believe it's possible we could just see the markets go a little bit more sideways here, especially for like the next week or so, up until the Fed rate hike coming in May, or this month. So we might see some sideways action, or we could see this thing go lower levels of support to look at here. Not financial advice, just my opinion. You could come down here to this. You can see this yellow trend line projecting back here. Lots of little confirmations here. 1, 2, 3, or 4 times confirmed support. So you could see that hold you up here at about 0.002 for Spell Token. And then if that breaks, guys, you could come on down here and test this purple trend line. That's going to put you all the way down here. That's going to get you very, very, very low prices. I mean, that's like, it's just insane to even think about coming down this low, but it's a possibility, right? It's a possibility. But I mean, I'm talking some really, really low prices down here. Okay. So we'll just have to see how this plays out. If we go bullish, if we get a little relief rally here and a little bounce, we could speculate this target here if we bounce hard enough off of this support. And that's another thing I wanted to point out to you guys real quick. Real quick, simple update. Nothing too spectacular right now. You know, the markets are just kind of sideways and bearish and ugly. I know most of us, including myself, probably seeing a little red in some of our coins and some of our holdings, right? Especially if you didn't get in pre-2020. So just bear that in mind. But we can speculate this, right? We can speculate this. I mean, just to point this out, if we were to come up and break our resistance, right, it could potentially get us up here around 0.005. Could potentially get us up here to test our resistance at 0.0045. Could get us to test that. You know, honestly, there's a lot of support here. A lot of support and resistance areas all along this general area. And it could get us up here to test our ribbon on the daily. So if we were to go a little bullish here, if things were to take a little turn to the upside and we break this resistance, we could see Spell Token bounce up here to these levels before getting another pullback. That would be a short-lived bounce most likely. Like I said, that would get us that sideways movement, right? We could continue out sideways here. If we zoom back out, though, if we look, we also have these yellow trend lines in here, this support and this resistance to look at as well. So you could speculate that. You could speculate this would confirm the sideways action. You could speculate that you will continue to go sideways here in this, right? Even if we break out of this, we could even come down back to touch it. We could come in here and we could continue trading out sideways here into this before we ever even think about going back to the upside. So just bear down, guys, because it could be a lot of sideways, nasty looking charts here coming up. So keep that in mind. Just a quick update that I want to share with you guys on Spell Token. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and you know, maybe go for a walk today. Don't stare at the charts too much. When your portfolios are down, it's easy to get your emotions involved and get all upset and into it. So just that's about the only real advice I can give you, right? I can't give you financial advice, but I can give you some motivational advice there. Just go out in some nature for a little bit if you can. Take a walk, maybe. Hopefully I get a chance to do that today as well. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one.